Hi, this is Rachel with Curtis Orchard, and we have a beautiful day here at the orchard for inspecting beehives. This is the first true inspection after the winter time, so I'm just checking to see if we have viable hives and if they've made it through the winter, and doing some cleanup here, unwrapping them because we had them wrapped up for the winter with sugar boards and insulation, and we can take a lot of that off. And so we looked at this hive, and so far we see lots and lots of bees, but we only see some drone brood, which to me indicates that we probably don't have a queen. So we're going to dig in a little farther and see if there's something going on in the bottom box, and if not, I'll have to make an assessment from there.
Looks like you have a helper today.
Yes, I do. My daughter's here to help me. She's the smoker. From the top, so we're going to shake the bees off of it and let them clean it out, and then replace it with the new frame. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? Makes a cloud of bees, but it's about the gentlest way you can do it. Also like to pop a few off. We try and leave as many bees with the hive. All that open honey though is very enticing for the bees.
Oh, because look at how many honey there is.
Mm-hmm. Eat, and to also move out of the way when you're trying to manipulate the hive so we're not squishing bees more than necessary. These are old queen cells, so at some point they were trying to make a queen. We don't know when, but this frame has a lot of pollen. Can you see the yellow? Just lots of pollen.
They were trying, but you think they didn't make it?
They didn't make a queen. Well, I don't know. This was last year. I'm trying to get some sunshine, see into those cells. It's hard to see in the shade. Empty cells is a good spot to look for brood because they generally lay it in the center. And then this is just some honey that's capped. I don't see anything, so I'll go to the next frame.
Queen in here.
I know, I don't know what to do. If not, I'm going to have to try and buy a queen. I don't know if it's... And we have good news. We have eggs and larvae galore on both sides of this frame. I don't see the queen, but that's not necessary. As long as we see evidence that we have a queen within the last 1 to 3 days, because that's how old these eggs are. So we can declare this hive queen right, and it's looking great because it's an overwintered hive.
There's no bees on here. I hope this is a live one.
Well, there's bees coming out. Oh, this is the outer cover. This is the inner cover. This is our quilt box. It helps absorb moisture in the winter time. These are sugar boards. These also help absorb moisture, and they provide insulation for the bees and food if needed. And you can see they're really going to town on them.
But other than the queen.
Yeah, there could be. You never know.
Whoa!
Yeah, they're going crazy in there, aren't they? And this is when they like to start making the comb, yeah, right inside there. So, put that up. Handy dandy hide attachment that allows us to hang frames off the outside. So that way when we pull out a frame, it gives us a little more wiggle room, because the first frame is always the hardest one to pull out. Although I highly recommend this type of hive tool, because it's got the crowbar, the traditional style, but this little extra finger basically, it helps get underneath that hive tool and helps you pry them out. It usually prevents breaking the frames. Did I? Oh, my assistant here is trying to make sure I don't squish any bees, which is very good. And you can see the bees are bringing in pollen. Here, let's show you right here. See this one? Look at that bright yellow pollen.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's great, because the pollen is what they need in order to raise brood. The pollen is their protein. Oh, there's another one. There you go.
Oh, there's bees on the phone.
Because if you notice, you don't really see any drones yet. It's a little early for drones. But we have started to see some drone rearing. So that's a good thing, because you need drones in order to be able to raise new queens. So that's all part of the cycle. But you don't want to see lots of drones right now because that would indicate something's wrong with your hive. Because drones are supposed to be tossed out at the end of the winter time. Lots of pollen.
So the bees toss them out.
Yeah, the girl bees, the female worker bees, they don't let the drones live over winter because they're a drain on resources.
What does that?
That means that they are eating, but they don't help clean the hive or take care of pulling out dead bees or taking care of the queen or anything like that. I think I see brood, but I'm going to have to step in the sunlight to verify. And I always try and check to make sure there's...
pollen right there.
I do too. Good eyes. Where's the pollen? Right there. She's moving around. You always want to make sure there's no queen before you carry it away anywhere because she's heavier than the rest and she could fall off the hive and then you'd have a queenless hive, but you wouldn't know it for a while. So let me just, I don't see a queen, so I'm going to step in the sunlight. And I see eggs, so we have another queen right hive. Remember, you don't have to find the queen to know that your hive is queen right. Just need to see eggs or really young larvae, preferably to see eggs because those are 1 to 3 days old, so you know you have a good queen. But anyway, you keep inspecting until you find that, or if you don't, then you know you've got a problem and you need to get a new queen as soon as possible. We're just taking the empty boxes out of these to clean up the frames that broke in